Um, we are just learning, according to the Reuters news agency, that a spokesman is being quoted by them as saying that the former Pope Benedict has died. No more information as present, and it's the Reuters news agency that is reporting this, but they are saying that former Pope Benedict has died. We will, of course, await more information. But just to remind you, of course, that Pope Benedict, who is 95 years old, was the first leader of the Catholic Church to stand down in 600 years. He did that in 2013, citing advanced age. We can see there live pictures of the Vatican as Reuters is reporting that former Pope Benedict has died. We have heard updates from the current Pope as to the condition of Pope Benedict in the last few days, expressing concern and asking people to pray for him. But according to Reuters, Pope Benedict has now indeed passed away. Apologies for interrupting you, Kevin Schofield. We were looking to the year ahead there, of course, but I wonder if you have any thoughts on this news that Reuters is suggesting that Pope Benedict has indeed passed away.
Yeah, it's incredibly sad. Speaking as a Catholic myself, obviously it is always a very sad time when a Pope dies. We knew, sadly, that this was coming. Pope Benedict hasn't been well for quite some time, but yeah, it's still a shock, and I'm sure the thoughts of Catholics around the world, as well as just all people around the world, I think, will be with him right now. He had a relatively short time as Pope. It was quite unusual that he stood down and became Pope Emeritus. But yeah, it's a very sad occasion.
And I don't know if you remember, I mean, Pope Benedict was 85 when he surprised people, didn't he, back in 2013 with his decision to step down. That was just 8 years after he'd been elected Pope. That did take people by surprise, didn't it? It wasn't something that we'd seen.
No, that's right. I mean, if you remember, he obviously replaced Pope John Paul II, who had been Pope for a very long time in failing health, but remained in post until his death. So yeah, it was highly unusual for Pope Benedict to decide to step back. I think it was a very brave decision, actually, that he took at the time. But yeah, but as we know, since then, his health has been failing, and yeah, we knew that this day was obviously coming, but it's still tremendously sad.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing that on Twitter, Vatican News has now tweeted, and we can see that on our screens now, saying, "With sorrow I inform you that Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI passed away today at 9:34 in the Mater Ecclesiae monastery in the Vatican. Further information will be provided as soon as possible."